Okay. I wanted to record what you're doing here so you understand what we're doing. Okay. Um, for our journals, Civil War Journal number 1 is called My Identity. You're going to kind of create an identity for yourself or a persona of who you are as we're learning about Civil War and as you're doing the different journal entries. Now, there's a map on here that may be somewhat helpful, even though it's kind of small. And let me show you what we're doing. We're using the date April 2nd, 1861. Because this is just before the Civil War actually begins, and everybody knows it's coming. Everybody has an opinion about what is right or wrong, and everybody knows this war is about to begin. So that's where we're starting with. You're going to write each of your journal articles as if you're a young American person at the time of the Civil War. Your first journal entry is going to introduce yourself to me. So you're going to kind of make up who you are. In the first paragraph of today's journal entry, you're going to write at least 30 words describing who you are, where you live, what your life is like in 1861. You know, for example, what kind of job do you have? Or are you a kid who doesn't have a job yet? What's your family like? Who do you live with? Are you the mom or the dad? Are you the kid? Are you an adult? You know, whatever. You can be pretty much whoever you want to be. And if you're saying, oh, I don't know what jobs existed or whatever, well, think about your trade book. You know, we learned whatever trade book you read, there were a lot of different jobs in there, like being a farmer, a tavern owner, a coffee shop owner, wealthy business people, a surveyor, a slave. I mean, you can be all those things, nurses, doctors, anything, really any kind of job. So first paragraph, you're kind of inventing who you are and telling me about yourself, introducing yourself. Second paragraph for this one, you're going to tell me which side you support in the Civil War that's about to begin, and what's your opinion of slavery. If you're thinking, I don't really know which side is which, well, here it is. The North wants to preserve the United States as one country and end slavery. The South wants to split the United States into two parts and keep slavery. You tell me, which side are you supporting, and what do you think of the slavery issue? A couple of things as hints. What's allowed? Well, any reasonable name. If you want to make up a different name than your own, that's fine. Any reasonable occupation or your life situation for the 1860s. What's not allowed? Well, you want to stay away from anachronisms. We've learned that word once before. Something that doesn't fit into the time period. You know, for example, if you say, my job is nuclear physicist. Well, that doesn't fit into the 1860s. That's an anachronism. And just make sure you stay away from any inappropriate or stupid name or occupation or life situation or something like that. Something that's going to get you in trouble, don't do that. Now, there's a 60-word minimum for this assignment. And keep in mind that I'm the audience, so you want to plan accordingly. You might, I don't know, come up with something kind of dumb and you show it to your friend and your friend laughs, ha, 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 that's funny. But I'm the guy who gives you the grade. So you may want to make sure you are doing this well. And if you're saying, okay, that's what I do, I'm introducing myself to you today, Mr. Clark, how do I do it? Well, you do this where it says activity number 4, you're going to write your Civil War Journal number 1 here. This is the same way we've answered a bunch of LEQs before, where you're going to, when you click on the blue button on yours that says submit or submit answer or something like that, submit response, that gives you a text box that you write in. And that's how you answer this. Okay, there is a rubric down here if you're interested in seeing that. 4 points, 3 points, 2 points, 1 point, so you can look at those and understand how you're supposed to meet the requirements. Now, I realize our class time is running out quickly. So what we'll do is, if you want to go ahead and do this now, great. I think it may say it's due today, but we're gonna, I'll make it due tomorrow. So some of your asynchronous time at home tomorrow, you can be writing this. All right, so that's where we are with Civil War journals and such. Now, let me just finish up today by reminding you of where we've been. We've learned about some of the events that are going to cause our Civil War. You're now choosing an identity for yourself to be, and as you do all of your journal entries, you'll write them as if you are that person. Whether you're being a Northerner, a Southerner, a free person, a slave, you're being President Lincoln, whoever it is. You're going to respond to all these different events as if you are that person. Let me remind you too, you don't have to watch these videos. They were just there to get us to figure out the way to get Edpuzzle videos to you. Okay. Now, if you feel like you know what you're doing, great. You can go ahead and leave the meeting. Tomorrow's asynchronous Thursday. Who knows what a snow day means if you have one. Maybe I'll see you Thursday. Maybe I won't. All right. Everybody have a great afternoon. Be sure to go out and play in the snow. See ya.